Hello guys, welcome back to the episode 7 of the MySQL Mastery Series. Today we are clearing up one of the biggest confusions in the beginners, biggest confusions beginners have in MySQL, which is the having and the where. Both are filters. That's why you can see I wrote there the filter battle fully explained. So since both are filters, I'm going to clear up the confusions between them rather. We're going to talk about how we use them. I'm going to explain how and when you use them, and so to avoid mistakes and to avoid errors. So is that easy? So now, what's the difference between having and where? We know both of them are filter. They filter data. Do you get? Both of them are filters and all of that. So they filter data. Now, they work at completely different stages of the query. Do you get what I'm saying? The where works before the having. Do you get? So you say select from the data set where your condition, then you group by and then having that. Do you get what I'm saying? Both work at different stages. They both filter data, but they both work at different stages. Do you get? So by the end of this episode, you understand exactly when to use each one. Do you get? No more confusion, no more errors, and all of that. Now, two golden rules you should take note. First, where filters the row before grouping, and then having filters the row after grouping. So that's just the difference. Do you get what I'm saying? Where filters the row before, just keep that in mind. That's the golden rule. Those are golden rules rather. Where filters rows before grouping, and then having does filtering after grouping. So that's the whole secret. Now let's break it down with some examples so that you can stick into your brain. So we say when you use where, you want to use where before you before you group the data. That's when we use where. So you do it like select a colon or a particular function you stated, like your aggregate function, then our normal, then from the data set where your condition. So you know that. So now let's see my data set. So let's select everything from Watson. Alright. Now, let's see. This is my data set. As you can see. Now, we can use select everything. I want to select everything from Watson data set, right? Where department is maternity. Alright, let's run this. So this is like simple where query. Alright, so that's selected only. If you look at the department, this returns only maternity department. Do you get? So that's literally. So you can even say select counts of everything as maternity count. Alright. So you can now select. You have 796 employees from the Department of Maternity. So what SQL does is that it removes all the employees that are non-maternity, that are in other departments, and then returns the count of this. It groups those that are in my maternity, and then returns the count. That's literally what where it does, and I've explained it. Now, what does having do? When you want to use having, you use it when you want to filter based on aggregated results. So chill. Let me do this. Where? Alright. Then now we can now move to having. Now having here. Okay. Let me select everything from it again. I'm going to just copy this. I'm going to use this. Okay. Now, I want to use having now. We use having on aggregated function. Where you cannot use where for aggregated function. You cannot say where count everything is equal to that. No, you can't. You cannot say where count. You can, let's say you want to select from the data set where when you count the data set is greater than 796 to see what department it will return when the number of employees are greater than 790, so you can return other departments. You get what I'm saying? So, but then you cannot use where. You can use having for that. I don't know if the count of other departments will be greater than 796. Do you get? So now I will explain what I'm saying. So when you say where count greater than that, greater than 5, no, you cannot use where, but you can use having, which is very, very, very valid. Do you get what I'm saying? So let's say you want to return something. You want to return, let's say select everything from, select everything from, select count of everything. I'm coming. Select counts of everything. Okay. As count of select count of everything as count of travel ready. Okay, travel rarely. Let me just say travel rarely. Okay. Now I want to do something. So select count of it as travel rarely. Okay. I want to count how many employees travel rarely. Do you get? So select count of travel rarely from the data set, from the Watson modified data set. Okay. Then now let's group by business travel, because you have to use group by for having. Although I don't think you can use it without using group by. Okay, yes, you can. But now let's use group by. Now group by business travel, business travel. Okay, group by then. Now having count ready. I will count travel rarely, rather. Count travel rarely. Okay. Is greater than, I don't know how many columns though. I don't know how many columns. Okay. Do you know what I want to do? Now, I want to do the average. Yeah. The average of everything. The average of everything. Okay. Okay, let's leave average. Let's just count. Let's count the amount of employees. Okay. I'm good to go. So having count really greater than let's say 600. Yeah. Now I want to return everything. Okay. I want to return everything from the data set. Right. I want to return the count of everything from the data set where the amount of employees, or the number of employees in each section of the business travel is greater than 600. Now, if travel rarely, okay, no, count travel. This is, you don't have to, because we don't even know if it's travel rarely yet. Okay, now, if count travel, alright, I want to return the number of employees in the data set, right, that are greater than 600 within these three distinct Now, like I said, you can use and in this. You can use and. You can use and in this. Okay. You can use and there, and then state this. Okay. We said greater than 36. Okay. And sorry about that. And employee count. Employee count. Employee count greater than 3, let's say greater than 400. This returns 1. This will return only one value. Maternity, can you see? Because it matched the 2 condition. It's the only one that matches the 2 condition. Having where the average age is, having the greater, average age greater than 36, and then having, the employee count greater than 400. So literally, and is used as well. Like I said, I will explain it. So